What I'm going to be talking about today is my newest addiction, doTerra. I'm obsessed with this stuff. I have a problem. And I know that there are a lot of videos out there that talk about, doTerra, but most of them I feel like are kind of talking about the business side of it. And I just want to talk about the product side of it because, like I said, I think I'm going to have to go to doTerra Hub. Okay, so how did my addiction begin? Let me get it. This stuff right here. It is called, hopefully you can see that, Breathe. And so what did I do with it? I would take it and I would just open it, right? And boop, put a little drop here. And I don't know if you're supposed to do this or not, but whatever. I just go like this and put it right here. And so I started doing this when, right before I would work out, because I was doing, well, I'm currently doing actually the TerraFit challenge. And now I should say that I have EIB, which is exercise-induced bronchospasms or something like that. Anyways, basically it means that I have asthma that is only active when I'm doing aerobic type activity like jumping jacks or kicking somebody's butt or something like that. So the girl that signed me up for the doTerra thing, she recommended trying this. And like anybody that sells product and recommends things to me, I did one of these. But because I like this girl a lot, I said, okay, I'll try it. And I did. Well, anyways, now I'm kind of wishing I hadn't tried it because I feel like she's kind of like a drug dealer where she was like, here, take this sample and then come back and buy more. Not that she ever pressured me to buy anything. She just recommended it. And then, anyways, I guess she knew the product was so good that I would not be able to help myself. And normally I'm kind of anti anything that's like, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, MLM or what's that company called? Like Pampered Chef or anything like that. I mean, whenever I get invited to parties like that, I'm always sort of like, ugh, I don't really want to go. And most times I find a gracious way to get out of it. But then the ones that I do go to, I buy stuff and I absolutely love it. So, I need to get over it. But anyway, Amway kind of killed all of that for me way back in the day. Anywho, so Breathe is where my obsession started. And so I was using that and I noticed that I stopped using my, whatever you call rescue inhaler right before my workouts, and I started using that. And all I can say is that, so with the rescue inhaler, it helps me breathe, but it makes my heart beat out of my chest. 1 second. Okay, so this is for any of you that think, ooh, sorry, piece of straggler hair, that I am just, talking whatever. So I have to do this Advair inhaler 2 times in the morning, 2 times at night. And then this little puppy is my rescue inhaler. And I can't, I probably shouldn't have done that, but it's Zopanax 200. Anywho, that's what, so see, it's not a dummy container. It says Zopanax. And this is what I've been doing for several years to try to control my EIB. I don't really feel like it has been an effective course of treatment. And one of the things I really dislike about doing it is whenever I use that rescue inhaler, my heart just beats out of my chest. Now, that is not something that I want happening while I'm working out. And it makes my hands shake. And the only thing I wanted it to do was open my airways so that I could breathe. So I tried this. And you know what this does? It opens my airways so I can breathe. You know what it doesn't do? It doesn't make my heart beat out of my chest. And it doesn't make my hands shake uncontrollably. Okay, next up, I have had terrible, and I do mean terrible, sciatica since having my children. So I went back to my little doTerra drug dealer and I asked her, well, what do you recommend for, sciatica and back pain? And she said, and again, I did another one of these. But I thought she was right about the first thing. So let me check it out. And I did. Ooh, I opened this up and I'll open it and show you. Ooh. See? It's kind of like this blue. Honestly, it smells exactly like toothpaste. Now, excuse me for a minute while I rub this on my lower back. While we're talking, so rude, Raphaela. I do what I would consider to be pretty aggressive amounts of rollerblading every week. Somewhere between 15 and 45 miles. And when I would, before I would do it, I would have to take like Tylenol and whatever, and I would still, honestly, I would just be in agony the whole time I was doing it. Well, I tried this the other day when I went, and I put it on, and I kind of thought, whatever. I mean, what can it hurt, right? So I put it on, and I was at the end of my first 2-mile lap, and I was like, this stuff is really working. My back felt nice and warm. Everything felt kind of loosened up, and I didn't have that excruciating pain shooting down like that part of your, your buttocks and down your leg. And if you have had any experience with sciatica, you know what I'm talking about. It is unpleasant. I gotta tell you, for me, even if that was the only thing I ever used it for, which of course it's not, this stuff's a keeper for me. Now, I walk on this treadmill desk over here, dun, 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 every day while I'm working. And as you can imagine, if you're standing for 6 to 8 hours in a day, then your back is gonna start hurting. Right there. So this is pretty much permanently placed over there, which now I think was kind of dumb because I only use it like twice a day. Whatever. What I have been doing with my breathe stuff besides sticking it on my nose. And I'm so in love with this thing. Lovely contraption is called a diffuser. And so basically you just lift the top off and then you add water to the fill line, which in this model is right here. And you just open it up and now I put 5 because I really like it to be very kind of a stronger type of a scent. Pop it back on. Then there's this little light right here, which is so cute. I bought a cute light. I'm kidding, it's not just a light. And it's gonna kind of rotate and do its little craziness. But anyway, then you press this little button and it's going to mist. You see that? That is oil that is being diffused and being put into my office. Okay, I'm in love with this thing. Honestly, I'm gonna get one and put it upstairs in the kids' room, and I'm gonna put lavender oil in it, and I'll put them to sleep. That's it. I think for this review, that is gonna do it.